Mr. H. Scully Ray.
You know, young teenagers, listen up. We don't got a lot of old research on this, but we got a lot of new research, though, on vaping. So listen up. Vape shops, smoke shops, ripping the vapes in the hot box. Really not good for you, you should stop. Cooking the pods in the box, E6 came from nothing to something, home. Ain't no trust in its healthy perception be phoning. These chemicals can hurt you, that's a health issue. It's bad and unhealthy. Ripping the vapes will not help me. Carcinogen, savage, ruthless. Got 31 reasons not to. It's bad and unhealthy. Ripping the vapes will not help me. Carcinogen, savage, ruthless.
Smoking the vape in the hot box, man, that's a not. Okay, this podcast is about the vaping that's been going on, all the hating and the vaping, we shall say. I know basically it's all a mix-ups though, but I just want to inform you about, I've talked to researchers, even medical cannabis doctors, vape owners, even watched some YouTube, went online, news channel, did a lot of work into this. But this is something that's been on the news lately, and it's been killing folks. It's been killing people. By the way, if you hear that train in the background, I'm coming to you live from C Street Park in Sacramento. And it is it's warming up right now. September 30th. Tomorrow is my favorite day because it's October time, and I love fall and winter. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pause this right here until the train passes. Choo-choo. Okay, it passed. Let's get down to business. Let's go ahead and head to this clip right now. The dangers of cigarette vaping. E-cigarette vaping.
E-cigarettes, vape pens, Juuls. They're often marketed as safe alternatives to smoking. But their cool designs, fun flavors, and the fact that they're easy to hide means it's not only smokers who want them, it's kids. And for kids, they're definitely not safe. Teens should.
Hey everybody, it's Dr. Sam Robbins. Today's topic is important for anyone who is vaping because it does lead to illnesses, cancer, and death. Now, one of the many perks about living in Southern California is that there's no smoking, and it's been going on for years, specifically in many cities. There's no smoking outside. It's banned, which means I don't have to smell it, let alone deal with the potential health risk. But then a few years ago, people started using so-called healthy forms of tobacco from e-cigarettes, and now they're just called vaping, right? In fact, I was originally asked around 2010 or so to consult and be an investor in one of these companies, one of these e-cigarette companies. I refused at the time because I didn't think they were safe or good for people's health. Now, at the time, I was assured that they are safe, and they, showed me clinical studies and so forth, giving proof. However, I still said no because I didn't believe in it, right?
Well, I didn't think they were safe either. You know what? I just thought of something. I wonder if you can get secondhand smoke from vaping. So if someone vapes in a car or somewhere around it, can you smell that and it affect you or cause cancer? What do you guys expect? I can't say that to the kids because the kids are the ones that's targeted, but you adults, shame on you. But maybe you were giving it a try to see if you can get a healthier smoke of nicotine or tobacco. I mean, vape cigarettes first started out with just regular flavors. It was regular or it was nicotine in there. And they have ones with menthol and all that. And then just got out of hand because people started getting flavors on them. I guess a lot of these cigarette companies that make them and all that, vape companies, they're seeing how all the cannabis vapes was going and packaging and all the cannabis that was going around with all these colorful packages and names. So they was like, well, let's do it too. But there's a difference because the cannabis plant has natural terpenes, natural terpene profile, natural flavors and aromas. And by breeding the plants, you can get different other flavors, or by putting them in barrels like what they did with tobacco when it's all drying out because it sucks up the moisture from everything. They'll put them in flavored barrels to get that oak flavor, that kind of harsh, sometimes pine flavor, even menthols. I heard that they do that. So this vape company started taking over, and it's like trying to make it look let's get watermelon-licious or peach apple apple pie, cinnamon toast crunch, like fragrances that come from like air fresheners. You guys didn't think that, well, the companies knew that it would cause cancer, I guarantee you that, but you didn't think it was going to affect people. Like you're smoking fake flavors. Of course it's going to be bad for you. That's one thing you did not want to smoke, because it's not natural. It's not natural at all. And there's a lot of deaths popping up. I don't know what else is going on behind it, but I know I can just tell you by common sense and common research that it's bad for you because of all the ingredients they use in there. I've heard a lot of tobacco companies that nicotine wasn't in the tobacco, it was in the filter. So I don't know, if that's true or how they do that really, but it's just a lot of people are dying from them. A lot of people it was like an epidemic of it going on the last couple of years, and people you find groups of teens or groups of adults sometimes sitting around and they're just smoking their vape pens. I even was about to make a song about a vape pen, but I'm not now because of the deaths and all that. But don't get it mixed up, because the cannabis vape pens, there's a company, I'm going to play this segment right now too, called Brass Knuckles, I think, and their oil tastes way too much flavorful. Like banana OG tastes like banana now laters, and blueberry tastes just like a blueberry, like a felt tip pen is in there or something, or like just a blueberry fake fragrance that's floating in the air. All the and I've heard online too that they're going around using fake terps and all. That's bad. That's making the vape oil look bad. So can you mix fake flavors of terpenes with the terpenes of cannabis? Yes, you can. So let's see what this company has to say about the fake Brass Knuckles.
Hey guys, this is Dab Connection. We're going to be going over the difference between fake brass knuckles and real brass knuckles. This one on my right is a fake. This one on my left is the real one. And the first indicator, which you're going to see some fakes with this anyway, but the first indicator to look for is the sticker. So this sticker is actually on the front and the back. I just put the front one actually got ripped off, but the back one on here for effect. But it's the same sticker. You're going to see the sticker around, and there's going to be that little this little child-proof thing there as well, and it's going to have this tamper-resistant part. So there's going to be the child-proof part, this tamper-resistant, and this strain indicator. No strain, instantly a fake. Now here's the other part of the real versus fake that I found was most telling. So right there you can see this ring right here is metal. So it's metal on metal down there. Now take a look at the fake. The fake doesn't have that metal. The hardware is different.
Well, that's kind of disappointing, because I've been getting deals on the Brass Knuckles that sells for $70 in the Cannabis Club. I'm getting it for $20, and maybe it's fakes in there. That's why I like just regular $15 half grams or whatever, $25 grams if you had. Go for the lower stuff, even if it's made of butane or something, or they have other ways of distracting it too, safer ways, but you want to taste that THC cannabis hashy flavor in there, and not them fake terps, because the flavors are just fake and it's harmful for you. Now I'm kind of scared now. I'm not ever going to get one of them vapes again, the Brass Knuckles. I might try the other ones here and there, but anyways, when you're vaping it, you're taking the full on strength of the THC or the nicotine. So just think about the cigarette vapes. You're taking on the full flavor of that tobacco. So instead of smoking one or two cigarettes, and they say one cigar equals like 6 cigarettes or something, you're going past a cigar because you're taking all that. So Lord knows how much nicotine is going in you, or tobacco, from one inhale per vape. Same thing with THC. That's why I hate smoking the vape oils. People complain about the smells of cannabis, so I started vaping, but vaping just gets me just too darn buzzy, too darn high. I'm just sitting there, I got bills to pay, it's the first, or I got to go do this and that, pick up people, shopping. I do not like shopping when I'm medicated or stoned or something, so I do not like smoking or vaping when I have business to do. You're just getting way too high, and so I want to slow that down. And I wonder if there's even long-term effects on that, which haven't came out yet, because vaping has just been popular for THC and tobacco, the last maybe 8 years, 7 years. At first it started off wax and hash and all that, but you never know. So it's good to take a break from all that. Someone else had a clip on here about the misconception of it. I hope it's one of these, but let's see what it does to your lungs from a pediatric.
I have a few concerns about vaping in public spaces. For my patients, I think it's very important that they not see people vaping in public spaces because it normalizes this behavior. The behavior is an unhealthy behavior, and it's very important for children not to be exposed to this, not just for the health risks, but for the fact that it's normalizing a behavior that is not healthy. Vaping really clearly leads to use of combustible cigarettes in the future, especially for young individuals. And I worry that if our young individuals do see people using these products, especially e-cigarettes, they'll look at them and think, well, they don't seem all that dangerous because they're allowed to use them in public spaces. They can't be as dangerous as those as regular cigarettes. And young individuals and patients may go on to be used.
Probably the biggest misconceptions about the risks of developing lung cancer is that if someone has smoked and stops smoking, many people believe that their risks of lung cancer go down and often return to normal. And that's completely proven to be untrue. The second misconception that I could allude to is the fact that people believe that vaping, the new technology, is safer than smoking regular tobacco. And there's some truth to that. But vaping is not without inherent risks of developing problems. The problem with vaping products is that the strength of the nicotine is much higher in a cartridge of vape resin than it is in a pack of cigarettes. And you might find that one cartridge contains 25 packs of cigarettes compared to one or two cigarettes. So the concentration of nicotine that these young adults are getting, or these young kids are getting, are increasing their likelihood of becoming dependent on some type of tobacco product.
Well, you heard it right there. So they're getting misconception that it's healthier when they're really pounding a whole bunch of that nicotine flavor in you. So basically, I mean, it's also harmful for the air. Now, the misconception with cannabis is that it's harmful for the air or the smoke. You can't say that. It's actually, there's an ingredient in cannabis on the CBN. When it's lit, it changed its substance, and it makes it actually help clear the air. It does something to the air molecules that makes it air more healthier for us. But that's not when you're using tobacco in tobacco products. It still does its job, but the tobacco also does its job. It's just smoking cannabis by itself. But secondhand smoke from nicotine is also awful. Now, you guys go ahead. If you know someone that's vaping or something, go ahead and try to help them stop vaping. Hopefully they take these news and all these deaths serious, because these companies don't care about your life. They just want your money. They care less about you. They want to depopulate the generation anyways. So just be careful of all these new products. I mean, next thing you know, this and that. Oh, this product causes cancer and this and that. That Roundup or the grass fertilizer or the spray or something, pesticide spray. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff that can cause cancer, and people are not aware of that. And just need to be more aware and more aware of your surroundings, and fight the cause and health. Be healthier. We need to get healthier as Californians and as Americans. And we need to stay away from vaping and harmful products that can cause cancer. I mean, these cell towers and cell phones and the way they stream all these electronic signals, electrons and neurons in your brains can go ahead and get haywire, multiply, and the next thing you know, you have brain cancer and stuff. So you just have to be aware about that. Anyway, stay healthy. If you're vaping right now, try to stop. If you're smoking cigarettes right now, try to stop. If you're using cannabis products and tobacco products, try to stop. Only way to go healthier is THC, the CBN, CBDs, THC2s. There's all kinds of new products coming out. Thank you for tuning in, though. We'll go ahead and start the next, one of the next podcasts coming up soon will be the movie Goonies 2. I'm doing a podcast on the movies Goonies 2, so be prepared for that. Thank you for punching in on the Real Talk Zone Pod 2. Thank you.